Thank you, Chet. You are saving my skins right now. How's this doing? Any better? No better? Ah. Looks like it might be happier. Okay, and you have game sound too, right? You can hear the game itself? Perfect. Let's do this thing then. So we're only going to play the first... Yeah. No sound again? No sound in the game. That's very strange. Let's see. How about now? I don't know why everything is being so difficult. If you just saw that lightning blast, the controllers actually vibrate with the lightning. It's very, very cool. So this is a story about two friends. It says my capture card's pulling sound. Why? Okay, let's turn it up a little and just see how this goes. So this is a story about two friends. And you can see they're in their treehouse together, and something strange happens, and they find themselves in this weird little island garden place. This is one of the most fair and interesting puzzle games I have ever played. I never felt like I needed to consult a guide. I never felt like there was like a hidden trick to the puzzles. I just felt like I needed to keep thinking more. And there's a lot of quit in me where puzzle games are concerned. I often feel the need to check guides, so that was a nice little change. That's funny. Apparently my microphone only works if it's plugged into the headphone jack. If it's plugged into the microphone jack, you don't get sound. And you won't hear anything right now because it's loading for a hot minute. Apparently neighbors are diving into the pool. 1 second, let me close this door so we don't hear all of these splashing. Ah! Breaking everything! Breaking everything! Well, right now there's no game sounds because it's loading. But yeah, it's a very quiet game. There's not a whole lot of music or noise. There's zero dialogue. It's very atmospheric and very soothing. I'm wondering if it's hung up because I don't remember it taking this long. Awkward. Yeah, zero sounds right now. Let's see. Switchy Doo. You didn't take this long before. Why are you being like this? Don't be a jerk. We like the Voxel Agents. Here we go. It just doesn't want you to see, Chet. It wants you to be surprised. So this entire game is controlled with a thumbstick and the A button. That is all you use with this game. You do not control the characters themselves, you control time. So when I push the thumbstick forward, time moves forward. If I let go, time freezes. And if I pull it back, time actually rewinds. Backwards, we're in tutorial mode, guys. Here we go. And you can only go back or forward so far. I love the sweeping camera angles in this game. Okay. So, Ariana and Fent are two best friends. As you can tell, they're both a little bit different. She's more athletic and outgoing. He's a little bit more shy and nerdy. He likes electronics. Ariana can interact with his lantern, which she carries around from now on. And you use the lantern to dispel darkness and to advance in the island, like so. So your goal every game is to get to the top of the island and place the lantern in the little altar there. And then you'll get these little images of kind of what was going on, and they form constellations, and once you clear all the constellations, you reach the final island. So I think this island we're going to see a little bit more of Fent. I played this one in my review, but we'll play through it here. Oh, maybe I didn't. I played a different one in my go-through. My bad. So these flowers often contain light, but as you can see, this one isn't doing anything. It's closed. Ariana interacts with the lantern, but Fent, he can interact with these chimes. And the chimes will sometimes change environment. It will sometimes allow you to move certain objects through time without impacting the rest of the world. We'll find some of those soon. So now that Ariana has light in her lantern, she can come up to this bridge and create a little light beam to walk across. So once again, we're going to walk by this flower and get some light. But then, that one's going to eat the light. And now her lantern is no longer lit. One of the most interesting, difficult things I found about this game was overcoming my innate gamer sensibility of the lantern always has to be lit, because there are times when the lantern should absolutely not be lit. Aha! Turn the lights off there. So, now we need to go back across and get her lantern lit again. She gets so grumpy when Fent takes too long. So if you see, like in the background, there's a rental truck. We've seen them walking through, welcome mat into the door. I really love the aesthetic of this game because you understand what's happening. Without it, while it's still being so abstract and so surreal, it really does feel like walking through, distant, hazy memories, and things are there, but kind of cobbled together and pieced together in weird ways. I really, really enjoy the imagination, the mechanics. So here we go. So we have moving boxes and a welcome mat door. So this we can kind of surmise is their first meeting. He walks up and says, "Hi, I'm your neighbor." So we have completed a constellation. Now we're going to float on to the next island. This is a beautiful little island. Here we go. I really appreciate how, like, there's almost no story to it, and yet I found myself thinking of my best friend and wanting to call him and just kind of reliving a bunch of the memories that we had together as kids. Because so much of the iconography is so indicative of childhood. Like, this is a summer scene. And you know exactly what's going on as soon as you start walking through here. And just look at how beautiful and imaginative these islands are. Yeah, the art is amazing. And what I love is you can stop time at any point and just kind of look at, like, so there's some levels later on, we're not going to get to them today, but where there's lightning and you can, like, stop the lightning mid-strike and watch it move and pulse, and it's really inspirational. So this is a little cubey thing that Ariana can put her lantern on, and it will bounce around. And we need to get this lantern lit. There we go. So now, if he comes here, we can run up and grab the lantern back up. And now we can use the light to cross this bridge. Also, I've played through this game 3 or 4 times now, so if it seems like I'm tackling things a little fast, I've played through, I kind of know what to expect. This is really cool. I don't know, do I need to leave this here? Do I need to take it with me? I'm not sure. When in doubt, I always put it in the blocky thing. Okay, so there's something over there that's going to suck out the light. Do you see that? So we may or may not. Okay. So this is going to light that, and then where are you going to go? Okay, so we can't proceed through here until we've got a lit lantern. But now that that bucket is full, when he jumps back, that's going to suck the light out. So we got to figure out how to tackle that. Oh, there's a chime. Might help if I pay attention to the surroundings. Where you at, Fint? I need you, sir. There we go. Okay, so we closed that darkness flower. I just reopened it. Don't rush. Okay. Okay. Now, pick up the lantern, and it should be a straight shot. Yeah, I love these sweeping cameras and all the iconography, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful little game. Leaves blowing in the air. This game isn't crazy long. I beat it in a little under 4 hours, and that was me really taking my time and trying to not rush. But it's so good at telling stories. Like, you feel so much in this game. Okay, so you're behind me, so I, like, see if I could wind back time, he jumps off before I can put the lantern in him. The tease. Okay. So then this is gonna suck the light out here. How are we going to conquer this? Okay, so you're going to come here. We're going to put you there. We're going to wind it back, and I'll bet you he's going to pass under... There we go. These early puzzles are fairly easy, but man, they can get much more difficult as they go along. There were a couple times when I was stumped for quite a while, just looking at the environment, winding time forward, winding time back, just really having to think about what's happening, what can I interact with, what's interacting without my seeing it. Okay, so we need to get this little guy lit. What do you do? We need to get it lit while it avoids the dark flowers. So there's a light flower there. Where does that light flower end up? Okay, so we can jump there, but that doesn't do us any good until we have that lit. So we really have to watch where this little guy heads. Where are you going to be that you'd be near a light flower? Oh, okay. I think I see. I think I go here. Thank you. Then, let's see if he manages to avoid all of the dark flowers. Ah! Okay, so we have to pick it up there and carry it, because that little bridgey thing will protect the light from the dark flower. You can see it's often, in fact it's very rarely about the very beginning or the very end of a cycle. There's a lot about what happens in the middle that's very important. So that gets us past that flower safely. Then he should avoid it if he goes there. Yay! Solved another one. Hop. I love that the darkness kind of represents like the fog of time and how hazy memories can get. It's very relaxing. In fact, at one point I was like the first day I got it, I was laying in bed playing. Like, this reminds me so much of Noah. This reminds me of my childhood right here. I was laying in bed playing it, and it was one of the rainy levels, and I was like, trying to fall asleep. That make you flip chairs and have a hard time. No, I played puzzle games where it was like, you had to like, they were like the most insane little hidden pixel things that just drove me nuts. I enjoyed them, but there were certain little parts of them that really frustrated me. This one is just like chill and happy, and I really, really enjoy this game. But yeah, the rainy levels started putting me to sleep when I was playing in bed. I was like, okay, maybe it's time to sleep. Maybe we can finish the game tomorrow. And then I did. So I think we get a new mechanic in this level. Let's see. So this is really cool. I talked about sometimes you can wind things forward and backwards outside of the rest of time. Up goes the Jenga tower. And how cool is that? And the other thing that's so cool about this is you can stop it almost anywhere along that cycle. Yeah, because that seems safe. Let's just walk underneath it. That's cool. Okay, light bridge, please. If you go to my review, which the link is on the YouTube, I don't think the link is in my Twitch, but if you go to gamingtrend.com, it's one of the first ones. I have a video of a level where there's a dinosaur skeleton, like a T-Rex skeleton, that falls apart, and you have to put it back together in different ways in order to get across. There are no game overs. You can quit the level and restart, but there's no way to like die. There's no way to run out of time. You can get stuck. But stuck usually just means you have to do some creative thinking. Okay, so let's see what happens if we do these dominoes. Okay, come here, flower. Okay. Sure, I'm gonna need that flower. What does this chime do? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to light this. Ring this chime. Get back here. Then lift this back up. Like, if you just want to spend the entire game just, like, looking around, you can spend 10 minutes just looking at the scenery inside of these puzzles. These little islands. I've gone back through and played certain levels. There's one where it's a paint level, they're painting, and there are all of these little jumpy blocks that are going everywhere and jumping into paint, and you have to, like, figure out which one. Like, it's really confusing and really difficult, but really, really amazing. And I spent a decent amount of time one day just watching the jumpy blocks to see where they were going, what they were doing. Like, it was so much fun to me. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, here we go. Oh, we already cleared this one. The later levels, like the puzzles, the levels get longer, the islands get bigger, there's more challenges to get to the top. So some of these early ones, I'm like, really? We're done already? I love the later levels. Later levels are some of my favorites. Playing games with friends. So this is like the Fent level. Fent loves this level. Book. Poking buttons. Okay, what does this do? Okay, we can plug in the TV here, so let's see what happens if the TV is on. Fent, poke a button. Do your thing, sir. Let's see. I don't remember this puzzle. There's definitely a certain level of nostalgia going on here. Okay, so we definitely need the TV on. Just have to remember. So a lot of times it's not just about moving time forwards or backwards. What happens when you stop time is just as important. So let's see what happens if we just leave this going for a minute. Okay, there we go. That's what's so cool about this game, is it isn't just cause and effect, it's the length of the thing. Okay. Okay, we have a light. I don't know, I feel like our generation is so hung up on things like the classic NES and all that, that future generations are going to have some of these memories too. Like, I remember, this is so cool. This is so cool, guys. Tell me that was not one of the coolest moments you've ever seen in a video game. You use the game inside the game to light your lantern. I'm trying to remember what happens if you... I think you can go forward with the... Aw. The raven died. I'm sorry, Crow. I like you, Crow. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of really imaginative, creative thinking. Super Silly Crow! I want to play Super Silly Crow. Someone come make me super... I can't verb that. That's a tongue twister to me. Okay. Vent, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know we probably have to do the thing. So we get to use these little hopper doodles outside of time, thanks to Mr. Fent. Where do these go? Let's see. That's as far as he goes. Okay, so let's wind it back. Super Silly Crow. Ha ha ha. Someone make me a Super Silly Crow game. I want Super Silly Crow. Okay, so for right now you're gonna chill there, buddy, because I don't know what we're doing with you. Let's see. Aha! Okay. Interesting. So let's go back here. Okay. I think I know. Maybe here-ish, do you think? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Yes! I guesstimated correctly. Okay. Then... light bridge. This one stumped me for a minute. I wonder if I'm going to get stuck again. Okay, so... I'm sure the puzzle has something to do with this dude. Okay, let's see what happens if I go over here. Ah! Popcorn falls everywhere! Okay. So I have to prevent that carpet from falling in order to use that switch. So we gotta figure out how to make that not happen. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Now we can use the chime. Let's see what this chime does. Okay, so now we can use that lit flower to light the little hoppy dude who has the lantern. Maybe there? What do we think? How did I do? Pretty good. That'll do, pig. Okay. And then we'll land it here. I think my first playthrough I didn't see that chime, like I wasn't paying enough attention, I was too distracted by like the beautiful falling popcorn, and I just didn't see the switch, and it took me a long hot minute to figure that one out. Hi! They're so cute. Okay, so this gives you a pretty solid understanding of most of the mechanics of the game. I don't want to play too much more, because we're basically out of the tutorials now. And I don't want to give away too much of the game, because it's really a unique experience, and you know, you can see how imaginative it is, and I want you all to be able to experience it for yourselves. Yeah, this brings back some memories right there for me, at least. So cute. Friends. Yeah, I don't want to play through the whole game, and then, you know, you all don't... Cars move! Like, everything about this game is just beautiful. Not gonna lie, there's a screenshot of this that I've edited down to be my, my cell phone background right now. And, look at the island growing in the middle. Like, It's so beautiful and such a great experience, and I hope you all end up loving it as much as I do. This island right here has a really, really amazing mechanic with moving time forward and backwards. So I want to show you, but I also want you to experience it for yourself. So this will be available tomorrow on the Switch. Thank you for watching. Once again, it's Gardens Between by the Voxel Agents. I am Kay, and we'll have more games coming soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.